for them to really establish themselves with possibly a semi-final spot, and they'll chase the Roosters and Broncos home, one would think. Referee Ziggy says that's enough chit-chat, let's get down to business, and Pearson kicks off, and it sits up for the Cowboys about 15 metres out. Barnu straight into them and carts about 10 of them with her up to, well, she took them about 10 metres. Manselman will get into dummy half, and we go underway with this Cowboys side. Very experienced, good defence there though from Alor and Cherrington. Back to only one Cherring tonight, this Parramatta Eels side. And now we come up toward the halfway line for, this is Kira Dibb. He'll get up and play it. Manselman to the left side. Now it comes out and taken by Roach. He'll do well to stay in the field of play well as we welcome in Rowan Sims. Rowan, I mentioned that earlier game was a cracker. I'm expecting the same.
Yeah, absolutely, Maroon. And I'll tell you what, this is a fast start from the Cowboys, isn't it? Kira Dibb back in the fold, looking fast and fit on the left edge, as Tallulah Tillett puts in the final kick.
Coming down, batted back. Okay, referee's going to play Parramatta Eels knock on. So Cowboys, yeah, started fast.
Where do we want it?
Get a result.
Yeah.
Get a good result. Just off the boot, I didn't think that kick had much in it from Tillett. There is a bit of a southerly, and Blackwell, yeah, she just plays at it.
So they'll set up 20 metres out, centre of the field.
Heads in, Mahalia, head in.
Final game of the Indigenous round. Getting ready to feed this scrum. So Manselman, and then it comes out to Dibb. Inside the 20 they go. Then for Roach. Cowboys, 10 metres out. And this time Kira Dibb gets into dummy half. Sends it across to the middle, and Manselman then gets a pass away. And then it'll be about 5 metres out. Manselman again, and the first receiver goes out to Tillett. Then Tillett gets the pass on to Brown. Brown gets it away to Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe trying to get away from Mahali and Murphy.
They just ran each other out of room there on that movement. Someone needs to square up.
There's Barnu once again, always takes a couple with her. And she's only about 1 metre out. Cowboys on the attack, it's tackle 4. It's Manselman again, and then it's Dibb, and then Dibb got the pass away. And Bree Chester trying to get herself over the line. Only about a half a metre out. Last play though for the Cowboys. What do they do? Kira Dibb, left side, little dab into the in-goal area. Matayela is quick, and she sends it dead.
Yeah, great option. Beautiful touch on that kick. In these conditions, you can see just how slippery it looks out there. Great weight, great angle. Unlucky not to get the try there in the end.
Yeah, terribly close. Great start, North Queensland Cowboys. And we'll get the ball back from the dropout. So,
right on cue, starting to fall.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. Just from absolutely nowhere. Goldthorpe plays it. Here's S.A. Barnu once again. And Alor went low.
She put her head in a really awkward position there.
Yeah, she's hurt. So, comes out now. They're over the line again. Oh, but they just held short then. Mackenzie Wheel, very experienced. Played Origin too, Mackenzie. And then Manselman again. And then it went to Dibb, who got the pass away to Barnu. That rain, fair dinkum. There was no rain, and now it's coming down at 100 miles an hour. Tackle 4, Manselman again. Kira Dibb will go left. Then they come left again. It's juggled, and Roach, she might have knocked that on. No. Last play of the set again, in there at dummy half. Whitfeld across for Kira Dibb. She kicks across the face of the uprights. It's come down. It's, well, finally Parramatta have the ball. So, just to check on these conditions, let's go down to the sideline. Freddie.
Hey, Maroon, how are you, mate?
I'm going okay, mate. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, well, I was too until it started to pour rain. It was pretty kind to the men earlier. It's gotten cooler, though. It's about 12 degrees. There is a wind coming from the south, so that hasn't changed from earlier in the day. And it has gotten heavy, this rain. It hasn't been this heavy all day. And I've got to say, it's had about 35 mil of rain over the last 24 hours. So the ground's pretty soft, but These girls are tough. They'll handle it.
Yes, indeed. Well, I know I said it last week, but I'll say it again. We've still got to get to the car. Here's Cherrington. And Pearson for Parramatta puts the kick in. It's charged down by Wheel. And it ends up with Jackson for the Parramatta Eels.
Well, that's a result, isn't it?
Absolutely. Eels now just their own side of the halfway line. They get a penalty.
Yeah, high tackle there on Abby Church. Came down a short side. Skip it, Kira Dibb.
And appropriately, they're playing in the background the Creedence song, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Well, my bloody oath we have.
Someone's got a sense of humour in the DJ box.
Here's Elsie Albert. Big game from Elsie last week. And we'll play it back to Cherrington. And then for Allor.
Well, it's good to see her up and moving freely after she got her head caught in an awkward position in that last set of 6 defensively.
Pearson again. Then Albert. Now Eels into the danger zone. This will be Rachel Pearson. And then Beckett in to replace Tohu Hiku. A number of Parramatta players missing at the moment. As Cherrington goes out of dummy half, finds a little bit of space and still trying to burrow her way over right on that try line. Then Beckett comes for Pearson on tackle 5, kicks out to her left.
Oh, as soon as she struck it, she knew it wasn't going to land exactly where she wanted. Cranky with herself on that one, Rachel Pearson.
And now the Cowboys once again. Fran Goldthorpe, just on 7 gone in this game. Kira Dibb at dummy half once again. So, now Manzelmann. And then for Whitfeld toward the halfway. Allo's got her.
She's going to be a handful as a little bit of fatigue sets in with just how slippery these conditions are midfield. She'll be hard to handle.
This is Wheel for the Cowboys over the halfway line. Then Manzelmann will go right until it just juggles that a little bit. And it's Harden who will play it. Short side once again. Tillett got the pass away. And that's Jasmine Peters. So they're only about 20 metres out on the last play. What have they got here? There's the kick from Tillett. It's coming down. And the great Abby Church. She might have been taken high there, Roo.
Yeah, it was Manzelmann coming in, trying to put some pressure on the receiver. Abby Church is pretty safe under those high balls, and she knows that she's mistimed that one, Manzelmann. They're both similar height as well, so she's definitely just got that one wrong.
Right around the nose. So here's Ginn. 2 balls on the field. Sherrington. And then Murphy.
That's a good run by the captain.
And here's Abby Church. She's made a recovery up toward halfway for Parramatta. And out of dummy half goes Cherrington again. She's gone right through. She's going to need support. She comes to Whitfeld. Gets away from Whitfeld, but they bring her down.
Great run.
Church again. Then for Eels. And here comes Parramatta, only 10 metres out. Cherrington is the dummy half. Left side now is Pearson, who dabs a little kick in. And Fran Goldthorpe does well to get back into the field of play.
Yeah, great finish. And get it in goal, but next best thing. And the last kick. The last kick was terrible, that chip bomb.
So they met about a year ago to the day, these two. Parramatta won that game 20-6. But that stat we mentioned pre-game, Parramatta have lost their last 6 at home.
But they haven't lost a game to the Cowboys, I believe.
So are you saying one
they
of them...
could cancel each other out.
Yes, yes. I see
Clean
what
slate.
you're saying. So now Bree Chester plays it. Manzelmann's got it. It goes across to Kira Dibb, and she launches this one downtown, but it's not close enough to the sideline. So it'll be picked up by Faye and brought back. Bumps off a Dibb, but runs into one of her own players.
Kira, stay close. Hold.
Pearson. And it comes out now for Matayela.
Looking forward to seeing Matayela with a little bit more pace behind her. She's a bit of a wrecking ball. And we saw she got a really nice offload away there. I think they can get some good, quick second phase play off her.
Now Church is on the halfway line. Just on 10 gone now. Elsie Albert. Crowd favourite at Combank Stadium. About 10 metres inside Cowboys territory, and Cherrington again, and then for Allor it went to Pearson. Pearson got a little pass away. It was juggled by Gim. Yeah, Parramatta without Rory Owen, Kennedy Cherrington, Tohi Hiku. It was carnage last week in Magic Round. There's the kick from Beckett, in behind Fran Goldthorpe, and she's going to be taken in goal.
Yeah, great kick. Uses the outside of the boot on this one. Perfect. Weight on the kick. She used the outside of boot. Shapes it. It's a bit of a curl on it. Perfect weight.
So, forced to drop out the North Queensland Cowboys. And good long one too, to the halfway line, taken by Church. And then Brianna Eels brings it back. Brought down by her opposite number there. 30 metres out. It'll come across to Allor. And then for Albert. Banu's got her around the legs. Bree Chester's got her up top. She's 20 metres out. She's centre field. This will go to Allor once again.
Cowboys' defence on this left edge is short. Cherrington's not looking that way at all. Here she goes.
Here's Pearson. Right side, Abby Church. Abby Church steps around 1 and 2, and she's only got to get around Whitfield. What a save. Oh, Rowan, she's held her up over the line.
Well, I tell you what, we spoke about the halves, that matchup, but this matchup is equally as good. Abby Church, Jakaya Whitfield, both incredible fullbacks. One-on-one there. What a tackle, what a save.
Allor is now 5 metres out. Last play, Parramatta Eels. They've had a lot of ball down this end. Now Cherrington says, I'll take them on my own. No good. Change over, Cowboys ball.
Pick it up, play the ball. Hold, go. No tackles.
How didn't she score then, Abby Church? She was in.
Yeah, she was over. Whitfield plays it. Down to you, Freddie Fittler on the sideline.
Well, she didn't score because Jakaya Whitfield must have been out at the Mount Isa rodeo. You got the huge rodeo up there over the weekend, and she just rustled her down. Fullback on fullback. What a play.
Mount Isa rodeo. I tell you what, though, in these conditions, Freddie, like whoever's on the sideline, they should have a union, and the union says, build a tent around them, something.
Thurston got put on the tough meter for spending a bit of time in the rain. Look what I do for a living. Just live in these conditions.
Yeah, but you haven't got ears like JT.
Manzelmann, and then for Tillett to put this one down to Church to take it on the full 10 metres out from her own line, and then brought down by Jasmine Peters for the Cowboys. So Faye at dummy half. Still no points, 14 gone. And I think this is Tui's first touch of the footy up the middle.
It should be a hard one to handle as well if you can turn her under. Challenge an inside shoulder.
So Jackson now. Chloe is brought down right on the halfway line on tackle 4. Matayela, then Pearson. McWilliams out there now for Para. And last tackle. Here's the kick from Rachel Pearson. And Whitfield takes it beautifully. 11 out from her own line. Good double header we've had at Combank Stadium today. And win, of course, for Parramatta in the first game, but the double header's just wonderful.
And your bunnies got up.
Mate, I am absolutely pumped. The bunnies got up, and you know what that means, Joey, at my place, when the bunnies get up, just like my father used to say, when Souths win, we have Chinese for dinner.
Oh, yes.
So bloody beautiful.
What you go to at the Chinese?
Mate, I go for a Mongolian lamb, some steamed dim sims, and a little bit of sang shui bao wow wow. I love it. What about you?
Satay chicken.
Yeah.
Some fried rice, and then washed down with about 20 of those sink sour.
Good. Good to hear. All right. Well, you can celebrate as well.
Win, lose or draw, I celebrate.
Manselman Tillett. And now they go down that right side. Look at that defence there.
Going back 20 metres.
Yeah.
What a tackle. And that inspires the teammates.
That's the captain too, Joey. Mahalia Murphy, up and under.
Oh, again.
This is good, D.
10 metres inside Paras, and Manselman juggles it out of dummy half and then brought down by Allor. Then played to Tillett, who goes right side, gets a little pass away to Jasmine Peters, stopped. 11 metres out, last play of the set. It's the Cowboys' turn. Short side goes Manselman, but they bring it down. Changeover, Parramatta ball. They're going end to end, Roo, but no points as yet.
Yeah, no points, but both teams have had their fair share of play the balls in the opposition 20. They've had a couple of shots. We saw somebody get held up over the line. Jakaya Whitfield came up with a ripper tackle on her opposite fullback, Abby Church. So there's been plenty of football being played.
Yeah, Faye. Of course, NRL Indigenous round is back. And this year, we are moving forward together. Indigenous round will be played across 2 rounds, which we love in both the NRL and NRLW Premierships, as we call on the NRL community to be proud of the strength, vision and legacy of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Now, to find out more, head to nrl.com/Indigenous and be part of it with us. Allo has it for Parramatta. Played to Cherrington. Pearson on the halfway line will send it downtown to Whitfield. Oh, she let that bounce. The referee Ziggy says it went backwards though. And she straightens up midfield.
Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
Moonlight.
Not enough Ziggies involved in the NRL, Joey. We've had Ziggy Niscott, of course.
Yeah, I told you I used to play with Ziggy Niscott's son.
Okay.
Jason.
Up there in Cessnock.
No, for Maitland Rep team. He was from Beresford.
And now the ball is with the Cowboys through Blackwell. Rare touch for Blackwell, in fact.
That's tackle 4, and they're already in good position. I'd like to see them pull the trigger on a play.
Lillian Yarrow is out there. This is Breachester, gets away from 1. And 20 metres out, tackle 5. Kira Dibb will kick in. Oh, it gets caught up until he gets to it. And it's a good save, so still we've got no points.
Yeah, right idea, just couldn't get it through the space. It's Parramatta coming out of their own area.
Then Matayella will play it to Church. Then it'll go to Tui. And met by Peacock and brought down only 11 metres out. And Paige Travis. The fresh face out there for the Parramatta Eels.
That's Arlo coming from the field. Hopefully that's just for a spell, and not from what we saw earlier, where she got her head caught awkwardly.
Last play of the set, 19 gone. It's Cherrington, it's Pearson once again. And sends it down to Blackwell to take it on the full 20 metres out for the North Queensland Cowboys. Oh, well, the pass went across to Roach. It looked like it might have been 3 millimetres forward. And then played to Dibb once again. And given to Blackwell. We go back to you on the sideline, Freddie.
Well, she did a brilliant job by lassoing the ball in. I've got to say, what's happening at the moment with this end-to-end football, Rachel Pearson's got a beautiful kicking game, but the big noise coming from the sideline is putting pressure on the kick. And every time she kicks, they're getting closer and closer and closer. We'll see if we maybe get a charge down later on.
Last 2 games in Sydney, the Cowboys have actually won. As Dibb goes to Tillett. Tillett's gone right through. She's going to need support. She gets it. But good defence there from the Parramatta Eels on Whitfeld. It comes across now for Manzelmann on the last. That kick will at least get them a fresh set of 6 because Abby Church is tackled in goal.
Well, Freddie touched on the kicking game, and the kick pressure is getting closer to Rachel Pearson. But it's almost like a little game of forcebacks. And at the moment, the Cowboys are just winning that field position. The kicking game of Kira Dibb, the running game of Manzelmann and Tillett has really been pushing this Eels defence to come up with some big decisions. And just then, that last option comes up with a set restart, goal line dropout.
And this one's about 25 metres, so Cowboys will keep the pressure on. Will they be first to score? As Goldthorpe comes back in and chopped down, and a good tackle there by Cherrington. She'll play it now to Manzelmann. The fresh face there is Yarrow. Yarrow got it away to Chester. And they're back in the red zone once again, the North Queensland Cowboys on tackle 2. Manzelmann to Peacock. Brought down there by Cherrington again. So looks like they'll head out right side. Tillett does well to pick that up. Yarrow gets the pass away to Whitfeld. Oh, that's as close as you're going to get without crossing the line. Play 4. And now a very ordinary pass. Tillett has to bend down to pick it up. Throws the dummy and brought down by Beckett. And again, last play for Cowboys. Let's have a look what they do here. Back in field for Dibb. No, she kicks out toward that wing once again. 20-metre restart.
Yeah, poor finish. Don't get those wrong. She's done a couple of really good grubber kicks in the first half. Kira Dibb.
Do you think she's got a bit spooked because her last couple haven't made it through the line?
That was just a nothing kick. It was like she, when just about to kick it, second guessed. Good run.
Yeah, Matayela, big and strong. 10 metres into Cowboys territory. Pearson, McWilliams. 35 metres out, Parramatta's turn. Cherrington and Pearson got the pass away there to Murphy. So they're 21 metres out on tackle 4. To the left they go. Beckett to get the pass away to Ginn. And Ginn's only about 9 metres out as she plays it back. On the last tackle, Pearson changes direction, but again the pass is not good. Picked up by Faye, and referee Ziggy says changeover, Cowboys ball.
They're looking to change the point of attack then, but just the ball, but that slippery ball came out of her hands and went forward. Someone's got to take control in the last play. Someone's really got to stand up.
And Goldthorpe again. Completion's good in these conditions, though. Just about 100% for both of these teams. Kira Dibb, and then it went out to Roach. Roach taken by Pearson. And Paige Travis, or Jackson, in fact, it was, it falls off the tackle. But almost back to the halfway line again we go. Dibb. And then the ball is put down.
That's a tackle
by
Williams.
Yeah, Ormond Monsell's the player. She's just got out there. So, Rue, as soon as I talk about completion rates, there we go.
Yeah, the mocker. That's a brilliant shot. McWilliams down low. Cherrington over the top. Forces that ball loose. You were right near that one, Freddie.
You could hear that one, Rue. Me and the producer then just tucked up and then we start cuddling each other. Oh.
Room for 3 down there. I need a cuddle.
Here's Beckett playing it then to Cherrington. And now Mahalia Murphy inside 30. Little forward out there.
There's a Westpac red zone. 12 play the balls to the Cowboys, 7 to the Eels. Here they go, the Eels in the Westpac red zone right now.
So Pearson again on tackle 4. Then for Beckett. And Yarrow brings it down 10 metres out on the last tackle. Any stoppages though so far in the game. Pearson will kick this one across the face of the uprights. Taken on the full by Matayella, who comes back in field and gets absolutely...
offside, kick chase.
Okay. Matayella offside.
Took a long time for that call to come through, didn't it? Tell you what, she looked dangerous though. It was a lovely tackle back on the inside, even though she was called to be offside.
We'll see now. Cowboys take a tap on the 20. Still no points. 25 minutes gone in this game.
Stand now!
So as we said, they went into the game very even on the table. Manzelman, and then it went across to Ford, who gave it away to Yarrow. 20 metres their own side. So, played by Jasmine Peters. Yarrow again. Now the Cowboys open them up just a little. And brought down Ormond Maunsell just inside Parramatta territory on tackle 4. Manzelman. And then for Yarrow once again. Last play, they're 30 metres out. I look for maybe a high kick here. I don't know. There it is. Deb, up it goes high. And very much out to the right. Taken on the full by Goldthorpe. It's loose. It's picked up by Ford. It's knocked on Cowboys.
Yeah, once again, a really poor end. Really poor end.
Over with the touch, Judge.
Maybe looked to run the ball in the last.
We're back here.
Both wingers are back. Parramatta.
Faye plays it to Ginn. Some great rugby league in NRL and NRLW over this weekend. Thursday night, though, Penrith and Storm. Cannot wait for that one. Penalty goes to Parramatta.
Here's the early tip. What are you thinking?
Oh, geez, I think Penrith.
Yeah, I think Penrith here. There'll be nothing in it. Well, the grand final last year.
Yeah. Well, I think, Joey, now that Penrith are in the top 4, would you agree? It changes everything.
Changes everything. Well, I thought they could, no way in the world they could win it outside the top 4. No one has, but now they're in the top 4. The top 4, wow, look out.
So this is Brianna Eels, and then Cherrington, and Travis, and Albert, straight and hard. And still going, Elsie. Eventually stopped just inside the red zone and centre field. Cherrington will go right to Pearson. She'll get it away to Travis. Travis will be taken by some good Cowboys defence, and still no points in the first half of this game. Is that about to change? Cherrington, Pearson, Beckett, Mahalia Murphy. And the captain will get up and play it just 5 metres out. Pearson again. Then for Eels. Straight at them. Ormond Maunsell brings it down. Last tackle, Parra. Now, what sort of kick we got this time? Pearson just stabs that one over the top. Oh, hang on. It's been put down by Tillett.
Rounded by
Cleaned up in the end goal.
A little dinky kick over the top there, Rachel Pearson. It's been a little while since we've seen a kick actually go to plan, but they're going to challenge this one, the Cowboys.
Kick on tackle 5. Ruling's goal line dropout. Cowboys are challenging. They believe Elsie is downtown.
All right. Well, let's watch the replay.
Well, they're saying she's offside.
Yeah, they're saying she was downtown.
No. No, she's onside.
We're just looking at the kick chase of the Parramatta players.
Both feet were behind the ball, weren't they?
She's behind for sure.
Because downtown usually refers to the person playing the ball being in front.
Looks to be onside there.
We're just looking at all available angles.
and there.
We can't tell there, but the first angle shows she's onside.
Based on all available angles, we're supporting the on-field decision that the Parramatta chaser is onside. The Cowboys will retain their challenge.
You retain your challenge, goal line dropout stands.
Okay, well, they retained their challenge, the Cowboys.
But she wasn't offside.
Yeah.
So I might need a refresher course on that one.
Puzzling. Maybe because it's Sunday night, we're all a little tired. Here's Elsie Albert. Straight and hard goes Elsie again. And Bree Chester can't stop her. Harden can. 19 metres out.
Tackle one. Play the ball. Tackle one.
She thought she could go again there, Elsie.
Yes. Played to Cherrington. Mahalia Murphy now. And can you believe it? Still no points in this game. 6 till the break. Parramatta Eels on the attack. Then it comes across to Pearson. And then Pearson got the pass away to Jackson. And she's 9 metres out, Chloe Jackson. Pearson again this time, Albert. Albert targets Tillett. Tillett does well. And they stop her about 3 metres out from the Cowboys line. This is tackle 4, and it's Cherrington again. And she goes on her own, gets over the line, gets it down, Ruben Cherrington. And look, I don't think we're going to have any trouble with that.
Yeah, well, we didn't think we'd be in this position, considering what was sort of happening in the lead-up, but Elsie Albert, she has started this game with a bang. Every run she's taken, she's taken a lot of defenders with her, and on the Harvey Norman replay, we're just getting to see the end of it, but the lead-up by Elsie Albert, getting at that edge defence, drawing them in, just gave Ruben Cherrington the opportunity to come up with that try.
4-0 Para. So Rachel Pearson has this one lined up, and nice easy one for Rachel. She pots them over from here. I hope I haven't put the mock on her. Here we go, about 20 metres in from touch. Pearson moves in, and wouldn't you know it, she's missed it. Parramatta 4, Cowboys 0. I did. Mate, I normally go to, today, I've actually already been to the Phoenician, near the Audi dealer on South Dowling Street, had Young Char. Just made fantastic. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And away we go again. There's the kickoff from the Cowboys. And it's knocked back by Ginn, but it's still a Parramatta ball, which is the good news. They lead 4-0. I put the mark on Rachel Pearson. She's missed an easy kick. And then played, it'll come across to Mahalia Murphy.
Yeah, you and Salty, you're good for it.
Yeah.
Tell ya.
Yeah. I could stop the Queen Mary. Now this is Cherrington, and then for Pearson once again. And that will be Lily Dick out there now for Cowboys, getting involved early in the defence. Cherrington, Pearson then for Jackson over the halfway line. And tackle 4. It will be played to come across to Pearson. Eels to Albert. Good set after points for this Parramatta side. Tackle 5, just 3 left in the first half. So to the left side, this is a good kick for Faye. The Parramatta winger goes up, comes down without it though. And it's Fran Goldthorpe for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's a good take by Goldthorpe. Zali Faye was breathing down her neck there, and she's very good in the air, Zali Faye. Goldthorpe was up to the challenge.
And back it comes toward the centre now. Gee, they've got a big road trip next week, Parramatta. Broncos, but at Suncorp. So that'll be a cracking good game. You'll catch that game on Nine's Wide World of Sports coverage of the NRLW.
Get up, Elsie. Middle's hold.
Played back now from Blackwell. It went to Ford. And Elsie gets involved in the defence once again. Last play of the set, says our referee. Ford goes across to Tillett. And this one's going to be stopped by Church. Immediately gets it away to Fay. Zali Fay.
On the mark.
And
Balancing control. Strong tackle, you come forward and fall. Play the ball. Cowboys play the ball.
Oh, Zali's made a terrible error there, Roo.
Yeah, just before half-time. This is a danger zone period. A couple of minutes before half-time. They want it to be nice and clean here. It's a cheap error.
So now they've got a tackle for 90 seconds. They've defended their line well so far tonight. Ford is the dummy half for the Cowboys. Then it's Tillett. Then it's Dibb. Throws the dummy. But caught up by Brianna Rios. Good defence, Parramatta. Tackle 2. So Chester takes him on.
Elsie, clear it now. Do not reach across. Hold.
Ford again, that pass very flat to Lily Dick.
Time off, tackle 4. Out 10 to play the ball.
So she'll take it back to the 10-metre line and play it.
Marcus, push up, tackle 4. Wait. Time on, play the ball. Hold, go, 4.
Ford again. Tillett and Harden, and then it went to Whitfeld. She's over the line. But they do well. They hold her up again.
Yeah, really good scramble by the Eels on their line. Jakaya Whitfeld is very threatening that close. Oh, there's no dummy half.
Held up in goal, it's out 10. Jakaya, your play ball. Cowboys, wait.
Okay, Jakaya Whitfeld will play it on the 10-metre line.
Tackle 4, go, nothing late behind you.
Now for Tillett, who says, let's try a kick out to the left side again. Pearson goes up. Cooey comes down and just dives on it.
Cowboys touch. Knock on Cowboys, change over out 10. Mark's here.
Must have been a double knock on there.
Out 10.
Cowboys first knock on.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be their last crack
Hold. Go, no tackles.
at points in the first half.
Hell! Release,
Zali
boys.
Fay will be much more careful this time, one would think. Cherrington there at dummy half. And then Paige Travis. So an entertaining but low-scoring first half. Parramatta Eels looking for a double after the NRL side got up earlier today with a field goal from Rich Moses. Parramatta 4, Cowboys 0. And we'll take a break. The second half of the NRLW. It's the Cowboys versus Parramatta, the final game of this round. And so Parramatta lead the game 4-0. This is the captain, the big boss, Mahalia Murphy. Just 20 metres their own side of the halfway line. And then Cherrington. And then for Paige Travis. And they're just their own side of halfway. Pearson. Then for Jackson. Cherrington then to the middle for Elsie Albert. Well, I'll tackle 4 in fact.
As a halfback, if you're playing with someone like Elsie Albert, it's the next play. You support her, but it's the next play you've got to put your plays in. You saw the first half, Cherrington scored after a charge. Again, poor finish.
Yeah, Pearson's kick. Well, they've made a mess of it, but it'll be a knock on Parramatta.
10 metres.
The big difference you can see with Newcastle, Jesse Southwell, all off-season, concentrated on a kicking game. A long kick, 2 kicks in particular. Long kicking game and the short grubbers close to the line. Totally different. Focusing on your kicking game, it is so important.
Now, Whitfeld, a Canberran in this Cowboys side. Ford makes great yards out of dummy half. That's more like it. Elsie chases. And then Fran Goldthorpe. Yarrow got the pass away to Dibb, and she went to get it onto Whitfield, but somehow they've lost 15 metres in that exchange. And this is Blackwell.
Sometimes in those instances, it's just better to take that tackle rather than give that pass out the back. Just reset, go again.
So now Bree Chester plays it on tackle 5. Very low scoring. Opening 35 minutes of the game. This comes down, it's batted back, it's still alive, it's Harden, and then it goes across to Tillett. Kicks out again toward, well, it's going to be taken on the full by Abby Church in the in-goal area. Uh-oh, she's got a bit of room here. 20-metre restart, and away she goes. Pearson's with her. And then Roach brings her down.
Yeah, well, if Elsie's one to play off, so is Martha Mateele.
Tui. And these good yards. Parramatta. Sherrington, Pearson, and then Albert once again. This time left for Pearson and for Beckett. So they'll be looking for a better kicking game this half for Parramatta Eels as Sherrington gets it across for Mahalia Murphy, just charging into them. And 18 metres out on the last play of the set for Beckett.
Hold on.
And this kick sits up. In comes Faye. It's knocked back. Oh, hang on a second. Beckett gets there, dives over. And we'll have a look at referee Ziggy, but it looks okay to me.
Well, that's a perfect kick. Put it up high enough so the chasers could get through. It was Ali Faye getting through. Harvey Norman replay. Look at this perfect weight, length. Ali Faye gets down there and competes. The ball goes forward. And that's a try to Parramatta. Beautiful kick.
Looks okay.
Yeah, well, Fran Goldthorpe, she went up. She got 2 hands to it, but she batted it instead of trying to catch it. And as we just saw there, that can go a little sideways for you. Look at Rosemary Beckett, head over the ball, sees it all the way to the foot. And just watch this bat here. I feel like she can get 2 hands for a catch there. Zali Faye puts good pressure on her, but Rosemary Beckett, the one who put the kick in, she comes up with the footy. Freddie?
Try confirmed there. So 10-0, or I should say 8-0. Cowboys trail Parramatta, but with a kick to come. Rachel Pearson. No mistake this time. Parramatta 10, Cowboys 0. Hope it opens up a bit. So she's in because Tohi Hiku's. So the Eels first to score in the second half. There's the try scorer, Beckett, getting the pass then onto Paige Travis.
Bit of back fence Brown about that. Charging.
Yes, indeed. Sherrington again. And Pearson, Parramatta up by 2 tries. They're not done yet, the Cowboys. There's a long way to go in this game. To Sherrington. And then for Jackson. Elsie Alberts. Yarrow grabs her by the jumper, and so too Bree Chester. Now it's Pearson again. Beckett got it away to Mahalia Murphy. They're inside Cowboys territory. Short side for Beckett to kick again. But this time it's taken by Blackwell, who then got a pass away to Whitfeld.
Well, the Eels have to be really careful. One, with their line speed and their connection in that kick sprint, because the Cowboys, they are one team that do like to move the ball out of trouble.
There's Parramatta coach, rugby league legend and all-round good guy, Stevie Georgalis. Here it is on the replay. Elsie bang.
Yeah, dangerous tackling out of dummy half, the Cows. A little bit speed out of dummy half there.
Now, Yarrow inside Parramatta territory on the last tackle. She will play it. It comes out for Tillett to kick from 35 metres out. And Zali Faye makes no mistake. So Parramatta run it out from their own end once again. Completion rates are good. Bit of a wet track. 18 of 20 Parramatta and 14 of 16 for the North Queensland Cowboys. So they've done well tonight. Good contest. Cherrington to dummy half. Rachel Pearson has it for the Eels again.
Tyler Amiatu's just come on. First time we're seeing her this game. Bright red headgear. We won't miss her.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And as I've said before, Roo, if they all wore different colour headgears, all I'd have to do all week is learn colour of headgears.
Should call the racing, Maroon.
Do you reckon? Might have left it too. I could start with the dish lickers, maybe. Anyway, this is Whitfeld again. Stopped by Pearson. Played then to Dibb and given to Abigail Roach. And the strength of Tui drives it down. Now Blackwell. And down on the sideline for an update with Freddie Fittler.
Well, the one thing I do know, number 17 just went on, Tyler. She'll be paying money to young Jorgensen from up at the Gold Coast. She's got a patent on pink headgear.
Oh, it is pink.
Yeah.
Looks red from up here.
Or
I need my eyes checked.
could you say cerise or perhaps even magenta? There's Tillett kicking from 30 metres out. And, oh, she's made a mess of that, Abby Church. It's picked up by Jazz Peters for the Cowboys. And now this is their first real opportunity second half.
Yeah, she tried to attack that one, Abby Church. Just dropped away from her, but this is a great position for the Cowboys.
And played now to Ford again. Long pass left to Dibb, and then she floats one across. There's numbers out here. Abigail Roach. And Tui does well to hold her up with Pearson. This is as close as they've been in the second half. Kira Dibb goes on her own over the line, but I think Abby Church is underneath. I think Abby Church is underneath here.
Tackle 4. Live decision, no try. Just want to confirm the ball does not get to the ground. Tackle 4, Kira Dibb.
Well, Martha Matealia was celebrating, so I feel like the Eels have got there. But they did catch him napping, and Lindsay Tui, she was just a little bit slow back to that position on the short side. Yeah, Church has done very well there with the ball.
The ball always remains up off the ground and is held up in goals. We have a decision.
So this will be no try. North Queensland Cowboys, we're back at the 10. Great online defence again. A real highlight of the NRLW this season.
It's 2 in this game for Abby Church. Saved one on Whitfeld in the first half.
Chester is about 10 metres out. It's tackle 5, says referee Ziggy Ford. And Tillett, will she kick? No. She gets the pass to Blackwell that comes out to Fran Goldthorpe. And the Cowboys finally get on the scoreboard with a try in the corner.
Well, they've had plenty of opportunity, haven't they? And this time, they come up with points, and it's a really good shift. They're starting over on that left edge, obviously had that try disallowed. The Harvey Norman replay, you see Tallulah Tillett takes the line on, and it's a lovely little looping pass to Fran Goldthorpe. Just caught Zali Faye in really tight there, inside of her winger. Fran Goldthorpe, she doesn't miss those.
So, they strike back, and it's 10-4. So Kira Dibb has to convert this one from about 1 metre in from touch. Eels 10, Cowboys 4. Gee, that's a good-looking kick. She's kicked it. So 10-6. We've got a game on our hands here. What a contest. Cowboys get their first try. About 10 minutes into the second half. Parramatta lead the game by 4, but it's a great game. Similar spots on the ladder, 5 and 6 on the live ladder at the moment, so an important game for both these clubs. Parramatta at home, they've got a horrid record at home. As Yarrow plays it back to forward. Then for Bree Chester to bring it up toward the halfway line. Todd Hunter is out there. She brings it down.
Well, Stevie Georgalis, he's kept his powder dry, both Amiatu and Todd Hunter, fresh.
So Harden now crosses the halfway line. Will play it for forward. And then Dick got the pass away to Yarrow. Last play of the set, North Queensland Cowboys. Tillet's kick is high, coming down. Oh, Bayes missed it. They're offside.
Not quick, change of possession.
Beckett offside. I guess she thought she had no option.
Cowboys can't be quick.
Glad she didn't try to trap it with the foot. That was exactly the same spot where the Fox did.
Yes, yes.
She'll be furious, Sally Faye. And the Eels, they're putting themselves under pressure, actually, just with those few little errors out the back.
Now, Cowboys on the attack. Amiati is down injured.
3, you're on the mark here.
She's up. That
concerns
headgear
here.
is definitely, I would say, the colour is magenta.
Got to get the trainer get at him.
Carl Lovers, it looks like the colour of an old Valiant Charger.
Deep rose.
Deep rose? Either way.
Either way, she's got her head in the wrong position here. She's just being checked out by the trainer. Hopefully it's just a shoulder and not actually
Tackle one there, Bree. Wait.
HIA.
Tackle one,
Ready?
play the ball, hold the line. Go, one.
Billy Dick again.
Stand there. Ruby square, turning the lucky, strong tackle. Hold, hold. Go.
Ford, then Dibb, then Tillett, then Harden. So there's no need to panic. There's plenty of time left on the clock. We just
Hold the line. Go.
clocked over 13 minutes of the second half. And this is Bree Chester.
It's dangerously close to an obstruction.
Ford comes right, offloads to Tillett. Ball is loose, Parramatta ball.
Knock on Parramatta.
Knock on Parramatta though. Beckett got there.
They'll do well to hold on here. The Eels have been under all sorts of pressure the last few minutes.
Stop, Parramatta working, get the numbers.
Just comes up the rushing defence, just gets a hand on her.
See what, the third set of 6 in a row they've had to defend?
Yeah, they certainly have put themselves under some pressure, the Eels. Ford, Tillett. Left side, Dibb. Dibb, Blackwell. Blackwell gets a pass away to Whitfield. And I think she's gone over in the other corner. So they strike back the Cowboys. And Ziggy likes it, 10-all.
Yeah, on the back of an error or a couple of errors, they've been under all sorts of pressure, the Eels. In that time, play one from a scrum. Middlefield scrum. And they fan to the left. Harvey Norman replay. Ball comes wide. Dibb. Get on the outside and then creates the room on the outside. And we're even. Is that 10-all?
Yeah.
10-all. Big kick coming up.
It's a really nice scrum play, isn't it? They stay hidden. And like Joey said, they fan out late. And Whitfield, I think we heard the referee say he wants to clear the contact in the head of Whitfield as well. She's a really good finisher, but the Eels, they got themselves into this position just with a couple of mistakes and then that playing at the ball there. But I love this scrum play. Speed on a slingshot style there.
So let's have a look at this. Just that left foot. Oof, very close. So Kira Dibb has already kicked one from the sideline. Try is confirmed. Could she kick them to the lead here? They've got off to a good second half. A couple of tries in the opening 15 minutes of the second half for the Cowboys. Brought themselves right back into the contest. And as Rowan said earlier, Cowboys have never beaten Parramatta in NRLW history. There's always a first time.
Having a little giggle there, getting sprayed from the crowd.
There's Kira now from the sideline. And again, that one's no good. 10-all. Okay. Sure.
Still got time there. Still got.
Good finish we're going to have on our hands here. The Eels and the Cowboys are all locked up at 10-all. And so Wheel brings it back for the Cowboys. So good defence there from Amiatu. Oh, hang on, she's got away and she's still going, Mackenzie Wheel.
No, Amiatu is still clutching that shoulder, and that was obviously the issue she had earlier. She's being treated by the trainer. They're one down in the defensive line here, the Eels.
Chester over the halfway. And Allo brings it down, yes. So she's coming off Amiatu. As it comes across now for Lily Dick, who's taken by Allo.
Here's the Westpac red zone. Touches from the halves. And you can see the Cowboys halves more dominant. 27 touches.
Tillett, Harden. And just outside the 20 on tackle 5. To Tillett again and to the line. She got the pass away to Jasmine Peters. Last tackle now, in fact. Ford. Tillett kicks out left side. Up they go. And taken beautifully by Rachel Pearson. And stays in the field of play.
Yeah, that was a really good take. There were plenty of Cowboys jerseys around there to put pressure on her. But equally good. That's a tough run by Abby Church. Out of trouble.
And now Tui. Wheel grabs hold of her. Third play, Parramatta. Well, they scored first in this second half, but by gee, they've been under some pressure the last 10 minutes. And Cherrington for Pearson from inside the 40 to send it down. But Whitfield is waiting with open arms. So defence is good from Parramatta. 10-all is our score. Down to the sideline, Freddie.
17 minutes to go. Ricky Henry, the Cowboys coach, pulling the trigger on Emma Manzelman. She's coming back on. Just watch for her speed around the ruck. Oh, no.
Lost ball. We're coming forward off the
They
mark.
don't want that.
Lost ball.
Yeah, thanks, Freddie. That's a crucial mistake. Here it is again.
Tackle 2. Maddie.
See, I don't think she's going to win this because she plants the football. She's not. She doesn't have a control of her own body. She plants the football before she gets up.
Yeah, here it is again.
She's fighting for a quick play the ball.
She's blowing up Deluxe, but I don't think she's going to get her way here.
Just looking at all available angles. The Cowboys playing the ball in a normal motion. The Parramatta player comes across the ruck and causes ruck interference.
Hey, that'll do
Challenged by
me.
North Queensland.
I'm putting the mic down.
Oh, she is going to get away.
Successful. They're ruling ruck interference. Penalty against Parramatta for
We
ruck
saw
interference.
in the previous 2 games today very similar things be
Thanks, mate.
adjudicated completely differently.
Well, all we ask for, Roo, is consistency.
See, I don't think she's under her own steam there. I think she plants the football, she gets up, she gets away with it. Well done. But we play on.
So Cowboys have plenty of possession the last 10 minutes of this game. We're getting into vital territory now. With the scores at 10-all and Dib, and they come across to Wheel, who got the pass away to Esebanu, and always hard to bring down. They do well to stop her though. Here's Mackenzie Wheel once again into the defensive line. And she's been good since she come back on. Oh, that's just scrappy there.
Mark's there, play on his
Yeah, poor discipline.
Play on!
Errors in discipline in the second half is costing the Eels.
Now Mackenzie Wheel again, 21 metres out, will play it. And there it is, Manzelmann at dummy half. Tillett then to Barnu. Barnu straight into McWilliams, and the 2 big bodies come together. 15 metres out, virtually right in front. Who wins this one? The dummy half is Manzelmann. And then it went to Dib, who got it away to Tillett. Straightened it up, got the pass on to Blackwell. Blackwell can't get rid of Tui. And so they hold on for now, Parramatta. At the play the ball. Back across for Kira Dib. And then Dib got it away to Bree Chester. And again, it's McWilliams involved in the tackle. They're 9 metres out. That must be tackle 4, it is. Manzelmann. Then for Tillett, shows it, then gets the pass on to Roach, back to Tillett. Fran Goldthorpe for the corner again, and I think she gets over. I think she got that down.
Coming to 5.
Yes, indeed.
It was great lead up from the halfback, Tillett. Beautiful, showing the ball, dummying the ball. A short pass, and then, does she get it down?
I think it grazes the turf.
Zali Faye puts her body on the line. Harvey Norman replay with this. Dummy, short pass, keeps the legs moving, and then frees up the winger. And then Zali Faye gets there. Ooh, Mr. Bunker, Mrs. Bunker. I don't know.
I thought she...
I don't know.
I thought she got it down.
It's just there. Well, she's trying to talk the touch judge into it.
Yeah.
Try confirm.
There it is.
Gets it down. It's been all the cows, isn't it? Second half.
Just have a look at this, Joey. She just...
Oh, yeah,
There it is. So Fran Goldthorpe, you little beauty, she's over again. And a couple of tries tonight, good on it. 79 metres run, 14. Every time she's touched the ball, she's done something good. And over in the corner, but again, a hard one for Kira Dib. No good. Cowboys 14, Parramatta 10. Now tomorrow night, join Emma Lawrence, Gus, Gal, Danny and Cam. You know what for, 100% footy. They're going to dissect the game's biggest issues. Recap week 1 of Indigenous round from the NRL and NRL Telstra Premierships. 100% footy tomorrow on 9 and 9 now. And from 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Special guest, Sam Walker.
What a player, Sammy Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, I love watching him play.
What about the Roosters? That just took everyone by surprise.
Yeah. Love the way they play the Chooks. Yeah, his son halfback, Sammy Walker. That'll be good. I'll be tuning in. Hear more about Gus's massages in Thailand.
Yes, indeed.
Jeez, that got me.
Yeah.
That really got me.
He's always got a tale to tell. And he's a bit like you, Joey. Just when you think you've heard them all, then comes another one. So Manzelmann, and then for Wheel. Cowboys from 10-0 down to 14-10 and 13 to go. Oh, Manzelmann's knocked it on and invites Parramatta right back into this one with a bit of field position.
Well, that's what they need. They needed an error, Parramatta. Feels like every set's been coming off their own line. Yeah, that slippery ball in the middle of the field. Get an opportunity now. Final 12 minutes.
So Parramatta, Rachel Pearson just getting ready to feed this one. But gee, they've had no real field position in this half, bar the try they scored off a kick. Down to the sideline, Freddie Fittler.
Well, they've had 26 sets. They completed 24, the Cowboys. And the Eels haven't been too shabby either. 24 sets and completed 21. Considering the conditions, good quality.
The possession has definitely been in favour of the Cowboys this second half. They only had 15 in the first half. Oh, yeah.
By Kira.
Oh, this helps. They really need to build this set, the Eels.
So Jackson for Parramatta, brought down by Barnu. 10 metres inside the Cowboys' end. Todd Hunter at dummy half and got it away to Albert. And we saw Todd Hunter speaking to Freddie in the pre-game. Another great rugby league player from Dubbo. By gee, it punches above its weight, Dubbo. Here's Church. Oh, well, drop one under there for Matayella, but it was up around the face.
It was too firm out of the hands by Church. I like that idea, though. Bringing Matayella back against the grain like that, the execution was off. See a double drop. She's going to be really challenging on those inside shoulders, but that's a really tough pass to take when you're charging like that.
Look for your touchy. Get the numbers here.
25 metres out. The Cowboys, as I said, 10-0 down. They've still got just over 10 and a half minutes. Keep their eye on the job. Manzelman short side. And then for Blackwell, who gets, it's actually the fullback Whitfield standing out there on that wing now. And then for Ormond Lonsell. Manzelman and Bree Chester. So Manzelman goes to Peacock. Oh, Elsie hit her with everything.
Oh, I'd be counting my ribs after that.
And your teeth. Wow. Elsie just came at her.
Counting your teeth, they're over at Parramatta Leagues Club. Pick up my dentures.
There's the kick from Kira Dibb.
Oh, that's on the full.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Oh, that's a result for the Eels.
Honestly, on that replay, you'd fair dinkum you would rather get hit by a bus or a small car, maybe.
You heard that from up here. Oh.
Well done, Elsie Alberts and Peacock. Still shivering and shaking in the back.
Oh, well done, Peacock, just even getting to her feet after that.
It really ruffled the feathers there of Peacock.
Boom, boom.
You two should take a show on the road. This could be something.
Here's Todd Hunter. And then...
Careful what you wish for, Maroon.
And then Jackson. 10 metres inside Cowboys territory. Todd Hunter is there. Well, I know they'd have us at Cessnock Leagueies. Pearson. And then up the middle, Parramatta Eels on the attack. They've got to drag this one back. We go inside the final 9. Eels plays it back to Todd Hunter, and then Pearson gets the pass away to Beckett, and then it goes across now, and it will be Ginn, who's brought down about 28 metres out. There's no need to panic, Parramatta. Pearson now runs across field and then straightens up, and Wheel hangs on. Oh, she gets a pass away to Albert. So 9 metres out, Elsie Albert will play it. Out of dummy half goes Todd Hunter. And that is going to be...
short. Played an advantage. You've got to get back to the goal line.
So Parramatta get a penalty offside, Cowboys.
Yeah, what another great charge, Elsie Albert. She's turned up the physicality in these last 5-6 minutes for the home side. There was definitely something on that right edge if Todd Hunter saw it.
Stand now, Alicia.
So penalties for all. Here we go. This could be for the game. Todd Hunter is there. Then it goes to Allo. Allo is brought down by Peacock, but they're only about 6 metres out the blue and gold. And then again, Todd Hunter and Pearson for Beckett, and then Church down the left side and brought down. Good defence, Cowboys.
Good defence. They didn't panic. They worked together.
Same way, it went from Beckett to Ginn, and Ginn is tackled.
There was nothing doing down that edge.
Long pass from dummy half, the captain, Mahalia Murphy. And now, last tackle, clever play required. Parramatta Eels on the last. Todd Hunter goes to Pearson. She'll kick out right side. Up they go, batted back. But batted back to who? This might be knock on Cowboys.
Knock on.
Well, you mentioned this earlier. Ja'Kiah Whitfield is actually playing out at left wing. And Crystal Blackwell has gone back to fullback. I wonder, she missed the Sharks game a couple of weeks ago with some tightness.
Okay, let's get an update. Busy on the sideline, Freddie Fittler.
Well, with a fresh set of 6, Abby Church needs to get involved. She's the one that looks like the spark. She needs to get involved.
Albert, 9 metres out, 4 points the difference. Elsie's dropped that. She's dropped that cold. That's a terrible error. With field position and 6.5 to go.
Oh, they're going to challenge this Maroon.
Hey, Matty. Tackle 1 is the on-field ruling of lost ball against Parramatta. Parramatta claiming ruck interference.
Okay, let's have a look at this.
Yeah, I'm not weighing in on this one. Might just let this play out, shall we?
Well, if you two aren't weighing in, it's not my place to weigh in. Let's all just watch.
Oh, yeah, pushing down with the head.
That's definitely interference.
All right, well, I thought you two weren't weighing in, but
I couldn't help myself.
I'll weigh in. The hand pushing it down, losing all sorts of balance.
Elsie Albert is trying to play the ball without balance and control and loses the ball. The challenge by Parramatta is unsuccessful.
Well, in the men's game, I said Mr. Magoo and Ray Charles could have said that was an obstruction. I could see him up in the grandstand. They're shaking their head.
yes. And they've just been joined by Stevie Wonder.
So if the defender has a hand on the attacker's head and is forcing it towards the ground, that you can't touch the player's head when she's getting up to play the ball.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Elsie.
I'm with you, Elsie.
Yeah.
Not just because you're a front rower. You got hard done by, mate.
Gary John's up there with him, but he's a different sort of blind. Oh, there's his son Matthew. He's up there.
There's Ford now taking the tackle
Don't hold her in, wait.
and played back to Blackwell. So the Cowboys. Oh, now the Cowboys have turned it over.
First knock on, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, they get their chance. They've had their chance the last five odd minutes. There's been errors.
Middle scrum.
They've been down here for the last 4 or 5 sets, Parramatta. Cannot get over the line.
Is that the footy gods with a little
Footy
even up?
gods, yep, for sure.
Now, this one's still alive. 28 metres out. Pearson set to feed the scrum. And Parramatta will go on the attack and maybe save this game. Todd Hunter, Church. And inside the red zone they go once again. First receiver, Alor. And Yarrow's got her. Manzelman 2, 15 metres out. They're right in front of the post here, the Eels. Todd Hunter again. And then for Brianna Eels, 5 metres out. On tackle 3, Parramatta. Go toward the last 5 minutes of the game. Todd Hunter got it away to Mahalia Murphy. By geez, they were up on it.
Great tackle.
So fourth play, Todd Hunter looks to the centre, and that's an ordinary pass picked up by Alor. And now the last play, I've got to tell you, they haven't looked like
Haley
scoring.
J early, 2 metres offside.
Offside though, the Cowboys inviting Parramatta into this game.
On the go, wait. On the go.
Just charge over, Elsie. Just get low. She's ready for it.
Here's Elsie Albert now. And look at her wind away up. So 3 or 4 of them stop up, and she's only 3 metres out. Again, Todd Hunter to the centre. Alor. It's her turn to attack the line, right in front of the posts. Can they tackle? Can they defend? Can they keep it up the Cowboys? And Pearson throws an ordinary one. Picked up well by Mahali and Murphy. Oh, did you see a knock on there? I thought you picked it up.
No, it was a bobble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clock on.
She's been poor the last few sets. Parramatta just rudderless.
Well, the execution's off as well, isn't it?
And Harm's got to get together. Harm's got to play together. Bring in Church and their strike fullback into play.
I mean, who would be a rugby league coach, honestly? Now, Tillett, the Cowboys. They just need to get through a set, get to a kick. Dib to the left side. And it ends up with Ormond Maunsell, who started on the bench today for the Cowboys. Then Tillett again, then for Kira Dib to get it out to Roach. Parramatta know the game's not over. They'll get another 1 or 2 cracks at them. Chester.
That's a tackle.
And that's a big hit, yeah.
Play it there for 4. Elsie, come, Elsie.
Chester kept her feet in that contact.
Now for Peacock over the halfway line. And last play, says referee Ziggy. Then for Tillett to send this one downtown, but taken on the full that time by Zali Faye. 2.5 minutes, or just above, the Parramatta Eels have. Church is the dummy half. 4 points the difference. Matayella. Played then to Pearson. To the right side for Tui. Tackle 3, Parramatta. We are getting into miracle territory now. Elsie Albert met by Yarrow. And just her own side of halfway on tackle 4. Cherrington, Allo, and then it's knocked on by Brianna Reels. Well, was that pass meant for Brianna?
I think the pass should have gone out the back to the halfback, Rachel Pearson. But once again, no organisation there. Just that pressure of chasing the game. It's worn the Parramatta Eels out.
So surely the Cowboys nearly get through this set, get to their kick, nothing fancy. And we mention again this horror home record that the Parramatta Eels have. 7 straight losses this will be if they don't pull this out of the fire. 7 straight losses at home.
And if the Cowboys win, they'll break the hoodoo against the Eels. It'll be their first ever victory against the Eels.
Manzelman short side. And 25 metres out. So it's tackle 3. They might see, or it's tackle 2 in fact. They might see the ball again, Parramatta. Lillian Yarrow.
Yeah, they might see the ball again, but it's going to be 90 metres they've got to travel.
Tillett to the line. That ball is loose. It'll be knocked back. It'll be knock on now. I think it'll be a Parramatta ball.
Well, Tillett went to the line, had the ball in 2 hands. Everyone stood back watching. Someone had to be punching into space on the inside or the outside. They get a set of 6 here. They've got to pack this scrum as quick as they can. Clock's winding down.
Yeah, they're taking their time, aren't they, the Eels?
There's ball in 2 hands. There's space everywhere. And they're all standing there cheering.
And 30 seconds left now. Now, Parramatta have looked a little casual in key parts of the field. Now they need a miracle. Cherrington gets it out to Matayella.
They've got to work out how to get Matayella into play.
Cherrington again. And now for Tui. But nothing looks urgent. Nothing looks on. Cherrington to dummy half. Pearson has it now. Parramatta, it comes out to Mahali and Murphy. She floats one across to Faye. Faye gets caught up and gets the pass away, though. The defence is there on Ginn. And that is the full-time siren in the background. Well, a wonderful victory for the Cowboys. Not only are they away from home, but they came from 10-0 down in the second half to dominate for about 20 minutes in the second period and come away with a really well-deserved win. The Cowboys